Okay, so you're in Unity and you exported two different poses or animation or only one, and they don't match what you see in Blender, right? The quick solution here is, in case you know this already and you want the quick solution, this animation type was not matching the animation type of the original. If I make them match, it's done. GG, you can get them out, just select both, Control D, and now they are out of this FBX file. And as you can see, it works. Okay, now let me make a more lengthy explanation for people that want to know a little bit more. Like, how do I find out what kind of animation type my model uses? So in this case, it's a VRM file. It might be different. It could be a prefab or whatever. Doesn't matter. You can also find your original FBX file wherever you have it. So like this, animation type is here humanoid rig. If you use a prefab like this and you don't know what kind of type it uses for a rig, right click, doesn't work in this case. It goes VRM and you'll still be like, what kind of rig or animation type is it using? You have to go inside, open prefab asset Minasa VRM in this case, and now you right click, select prefab asset, and it points you basically to the original asset that is inside this prefab. And then you can see also the rig, and make sure whatever animations you import, you have always this solution to select an animation type, like I showed in the beginning, and they need to match. So if yours is legacy and you import something, it shouldn't be on generic, it should be on legacy as well, for example. Then it should work. For exporting from Blender to Unity, the settings I used. First, I made two NLA strips like arms crossed and T-pose. Make sure you don't have the star activated, because then both of the poses will end up in this case like T-pose. I won't see arms crossed and both will be, in this case, T-pose. If you have like 5 poses and you have the star on the T-pose, then all 5 will be exported as T-pose. No, so make sure this star is not checked in the NLA editor. Now, file export, FBX. I just want the armature in my case. I've just used space transform, checked for this model. Might be different depending on what model you have and what transforms you need, but there are other tutorials out here. Geometry, in my case, we can ignore that. Armature, I don't need to check it. I don't need to check any of these. Normally, add leaf bones is always unchecked no matter what you export, because it adds an extra bone at the end of every bone, which might be good for physics calculations, like rigid bodies, but in this case we don't want that. Normally people have only deformed bones checked. For this model it doesn't matter. The FBX file is already perfectly fine for Unity. I can check that, it doesn't make a difference in this case. Here's the important part. Force start and keying needs to be checked. If you haven't that checked, and then I export it now. Let's go inside here. You don't see the poses, do you see that? The poses are gone basically. You have it imported. Now you can put it to humanoid, but you don't have the poses. So make sure this one option is actually checked. It's very important. Let me do that again. F4 export FBX and make force start and keying definitely checked. I want the NLA strips out in this case, key all bones, which is fine. And now let me overwrite that file so we get the correct one in here. And since I changed already the rig type, animation type here to humanoid, you can see them now. And that's basically the lengthy explanation for how I got these two poses in here. I hope this helped somebody out there. Yeah, but that was my problem and the solution. And alright, bye bye.